Well, good morning. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. I'm being blinded by the reflection of the sun off of my house. Welcome back to my back step once again. Got my fire pit. My small backpack. And most importantly, I got you. Because I went up on the tall one for now. There. Because I'm gonna go out there and pick up a few more sticks for my fire pit, I think. Seeing how the snow is starting to disappear. So I will be able to get some of those picked up and bring in. My tarp held up really good this time. However, my second grommet did let go. See that? Like I said, it's just a cheap tarp. I think it was $4. So it's not expensive at all. I wouldn't bet my life on it. You can see it's already starting to fray through here, sure. The stitching is all let go. Where it stretches and pulls. Well, I don't know if you could tell, but that was a little bit of an ordeal. The snow was really slippery and hard. It's all packed down because of rain and that we had. And that bank is a lot steeper than what it looks on camera. Now I get the wonderful task of starting to break this down. Give me my trusty sit pad. It's not wet, it's dry anyway, but cushion makes a difference. Alrighty, you can see me okay from there. For the most part. Yeah, there we go, better. Can't really see in the camera though, the sun is shining right on me. But I don't mind that, it's keeping me very warm. Yeah. Most all of this is maple. So it's gonna make good fire material. by doing this way, what I'm going to end up with is a whole lot of little wood that I don't need to make for starting my fires. Like, I know it's sometimes it might be easier to just baton the wood down and make the little pieces that you need, but it's already available to me on the ground here. It's already available for me here on the ground, so I don't need to worry about batoning down wood. Some of these are a little bit thicker. I could break them with my legs, snap it on my knees. It's not really recommended that you do that when you're out in the woods, because you can really hurt your knee by doing that. Some of these are damp from where they were in the snow, so they're springy. They don't snap. So I'm just laying them aside. I'll cut them with my saw. My eyes are itchy. Yeah, like some of the bigger ones, break the branches off. But I'll leave these and cut them up with my saw. Me sitting here breaking up a bunch of twigs is a great video, what? Now here's what I ended up with. I've still got some bigger ones there that I can cut up, but here's the vast bulk. I got a whole pile of little small twigs, some bigger finger sized. Plus I've got my wood pile that I have here and my extra bit of wood. This piece here I can take apart and burn as well. Haven't got a whole lot on plan for today. I am going to be making a cup of coffee, get my fire going, then make coffee. That makes a little bit more sense. What? Yeah, but I just had to get out because it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining down on me. It's really nice. It's I'd say it's around 6 or 7 degrees out. Spring is definitely coming. I'd like to soon try to make a trip down on the back. The only thing is with that stuff now, due to medical circumstances, I have to have someone stay at my house with my wife. I can't just up and go and not have anybody stay here. And I have to stay within range where they can reach me on my cell. But hey, I should be able to get out at least a few times anyway. And I do have my older videos from a long while ago when I was still working. I could start breaking down a couple of those and putting them out in little bits for you. Like a mini series. The Great Outdoors. That's what I titled them as, The Great Outdoors. But that might be my next little mini-series. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. You guys let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a little mini-series of a trip where I go down and start making a little campsite. Now bear in mind, this was a few years ago. My camera equipment has upgraded since then, so the audio is not so great. The picture quality is not bad on most of it. But my audio quality on some of it is really bad, to the point that you can't even hear me really talking. But you will get to see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And eventually I do figure out that, you know, one camera is better than the other, and I start using that one more so than the bad camera. Alrighty, my little daily rant is over. It's so warm, it almost feels like my allergies are kicking in. Yeah. So let's get this stuff out of the way. Just like that. Oh, can you see? I just threw it all down there. Scoop this out so I can get joined behind it. That's good. Now, let's get a fire going. I don't have anything special to light my fire today. And luckily, I'm on my steps, so I don't need to worry about a big pile of stuff. I suppose I got a lighter. Nothing fancy today. But also no paper. I've kind of given up on the paper. The shavings go up just as good if they're dry, as you can see. Boy, oh boy, it's getting warm. Very, very warm sitting next to this. I'm gonna get my tripod put out now and pour up some water and get that put on. And just keep feeding this thing. Feeding the beast. Well, that made a nice little wood pile. See it? I can see the screen. I still got a few pieces left. Small stuff. I'm just gonna use to throw in the fire. My pot is starting to bubble. Like I said before, I don't need to get, oh, I'm really warm. I don't need to get a full rolling boil on there because it is losing. It is water from my house. That's better. So it doesn't have to be a full rolling boil or anything. But I do want it to boil. The best way to do that, these little maple sticks. They're dry and it makes a really good wood for burning. Important thing is keep the gloves on. Poking my hands in fire. I do enjoy this though. Even though my chest is a bit sore. I just done a tattoo on my chest. It was an old one I had, but I redone it. If you're following my channel and watching all of my videos, it will be the last video I put out before this one, and you'll see what I've done on my chest. Thus far, not counting people I already knew that are following my channel, I have met one guy. I give him a shout out in a previous video. Outlaw camper that we've been in touch back and forth. I believe he found me either on Twitter or Reddit. I'm not 100% sure, but he did send me messages and we've talked back and forth. He's a really good guy, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Is the meeting of like-minded individuals doing this stuff, getting out, enjoying life, and being able to step away from the everyday that is, I don't even know, the monotony, the just repetitive stress of every day, and being able to take a break from it, even if it is just 20 minutes or an hour. You know? And hey, maybe I'll do like he had suggested and do a camp out here. I have a small tent that I recently received. Well, not recently, but I've used it once. But I want to check it in the rain and see how good it is. It's supposed to be good in the rain, but I don't know how good it's actually going to be in the rain. So I may set that up out here one day and just leave it when it's calling for some rain. And see how it holds up. If it holds up really well, hey, sleep out. If not, well, sleep out when it's nice out. Or put a tarp over it. You know? Whatever you gotta do. I had a tent set up one time before and I put my tarp over it and made my tarp into almost a little porch area. It was like my tent was here and my tarp came up over the back and came out over the front. I had an A-frame over it. I believe I got a picture up on my Instagram of it. That's Al Chafe 1977. Al_Chafe 1977. And I have that on my Instagram. Like I said, that's an older picture, but it worked out really well for me. And I was able to get up in the morning, and whether it was wet or whatever, I'd open my tent, have my little twig stove going, have my breakfast, didn't have to disturb anybody that was in the camp, and go about my daily routine. Because I know sometimes it's hard to get up and do that stuff in the morning without disturbing people, because you're trying to get wood and trying to do this, that and everything else. But what I had done was gotten it already ahead of time, so that when I woke up in the morning, my wood was just outside my tent. It was already all cut up into size that I needed, and all I had to do was light my stove, have my nice hot cup of tea and coffee in the morning, cook if I needed to, and whatnot. Worked out really well. I'm just rambling now, ain't I? That's one thing, I never know how much of it am I doing. Am I rambling too much? Am I not talking enough? sometimes when I get doing stuff, I don't talk to explain what I'm doing enough. You know, it is what it is. You can see what I'm doing. I'm not trying to teach anybody what to do for the most part, because I'm only really amateur bushcrafter, outdoorsman. To some people I might seem like I'm a real big professional, but I'm not really. There's people out there that are doing this a lot longer than I am. There's people out there that have been at it their entire lives. Now, granted, I was at it when I was young, but there's about a 20-year gap in my time in the woods to now. So yeah, it's been a while. It's a lot of the stuff that I'm learning now I didn't know back then. Some of the stuff that I did back then I don't remember to do now. But that's all a part of it too. One of the reasons I'm out doing my back step is to keep my skill set up. My fire starting abilities, my batoning. It's no big deal, but it's nice to practice. I'm going to practice a bow drill later on. I'd like to get pretty comfortable with starting a friction fire. I used to be able to do that really well once upon a time. But I don't know what I'm like to do it now. I think that's enough of a ramble, don't you? One of the other really good things about these tin cans, like most can pots, in order to get it to that rolling boil that I want, I don't really need. I can just lay it right in on my coals. As you can see, and probably here, it's starting to boil rather quickly. So that's something you can use both ways, in or out of the fire. Coffee. Can tipper. Very boiling water right now. Can tipper back in so I don't lose it. Now I do have coffee whitener, but I use that in my tea. For my coffee, I usually don't have any whiteners in it at all. This is something too that I find really good. These are just empty Tylenol Advil bottles, and I find them great for putting stuff like your milk, coffee. I have these little containers right here that I use for my sugar and tea bags. My tea bags, there's a little tray in the top that I put my tea bags in, and I got my sugar underneath. So that keeps that all together, and it's pretty sealed. That was a present I received from my wife. But little things like this I reuse a lot, and I find them really good. Now let's see. Let this fire burn out now. It's pumping heat out like you wouldn't believe. Oh. The fire is pumping the heat out. It's hot. There's no snowbank to let it cool in now unless I go out off the step, which I'm not doing because it's not off my back step, it's on my back step. Or my back step. Right? Can't be going off script now, can I? Well, if anything is scripted for this, it's I'm going outside today. That's about it. What a nice bit of coals. I almost wish I had a steak or something there now to just throw right on them and let it cook. Not even on the grill, just right on the coals. It's been a very long time since I've done that. Even in my older videos, I don't think I've done that. I'm just going to have some of this now and sit back by this fire and relax for a bit. And, well, just dropped the camera. Put away my stuff. Tripod in. Got everything, yes. Just put my gloves away now and get my hands dirty. But hey, look. That's what I got these for. Perfect. That worked great. Already all packed up again now. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of my subscribers, all my future, past, present. I hope you enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them, and that's what it's all about in the long run. You guys have a great day. Hopefully it's as nice where you are as it is where I am, and you guys can get out and enjoy some of it. So yeah, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and share, and most importantly, thanks for watching and have a great day.